Hi, I'm John Morgan, and I'm going to walk you through a simple three-step technique that will help you outgrow any bothersome or unsettling reaction to a specific trigger or stimulus. I call it reaction reversal. It's adapted from a method created by the late hypnosis wizard Dr. Dave Dobson. He originally called it subjective reversal, but I found that name left people scratching their heads. So I renamed it to reflect exactly what it does. It reverses your automatic reaction to a trigger and replaces it with a response you choose. Let me give you a real-world example from my Stop Smoking seminars. Many smokers are triggered to light up when they see a cigarette ad, racks of cigarettes in a store, or someone else smoking, or something else. The list of triggers goes on and on. So I'd give them this suggestion. Anytime you see cigarettes, whether on a billboard, in a magazine, on a store shelf, or in someone's hand, or wherever, that will instantly reinforce your commitment to be smoke and tobacco free. It will also reinforce your promise to yourself to reclaim your health. In other words, the old trigger, seeing cigarettes, now caused a new, healthier response, one they chose, to be smoke-free. The best news is the switch happens automatically without you having to think about it. So here are the 3 steps. I'll explain them first, then guide you through the exercise. Step 1. Think of a triggering event that causes you stress, discomfort, or any unwanted reaction. Imagine it's happening right now. Notice what you feel in your body, the sensations that come up. Now imagine placing all those unwanted sensations in your left hand. Step 2. Now bring to mind a moment when you felt completely calm, peaceful, and serene. It could be from last week or 20 years ago. It really doesn't matter. Just feel that calmness in your body. Now when we do the exercise, you'll place all those wonderful, peaceful feelings in your right hand. Step 3. Here's where the magic happens. Switch your focus back and forth between your left and right hands. Start slowly at first. Feel the negative sensations associated with your left hand, then shift to feel the desired sensations in your right hand. You go back and forth a few times and notice the sensations in your body that each hand delivers each time. Then we'll do the switch a little bit faster, and then even faster. And we'll repeat it until you can switch from left to right or right to left in just a second or two. Then, after doing that, you clasp your hands together. Now, I don't know how you do that. You might interlock your fingers and touch your palms together, or just touch your palms together. Whatever you call clasping your hands, that's the next step. And with your hands clasped, you're to think about the original trigger again. You know, the one that caused all those undesirable feelings. And you'll notice how your reaction has changed a bit. Those old uncomfortable feelings have been replaced with calm and collected ones. Your brain has learned a new response, and soon it'll happen automatically. You may need to repeat this exercise a few times for it to really stick, but the peaceful response you're building is worth the effort. So now, let's walk through this exercise together. So here's what we're going to do. Step 1. I'd like you to engage your imagination, your pretend machine. And I want you to think of a triggering event that causes you stress, discomfort, or any unwanted reaction. Something that just makes you feel, yeah. Imagine that happening right now. Notice what you feel in your body when you feel like that's happening right now. What sensations come up for you? I'm not looking for words here. I'm looking for actual sensations that show up in your body. Now, where they're going to show up is somewhere down the midline. What I mean by that is from your throat down to your bowels. Lump in your throat, tightness in your chest, knot in your stomach, gurgling in your bowels. But what is it that happens for you? What sensations come up when you think of that event that causes you stress or unwanted reactions? Now imagine placing all of those unwanted sensations in your left hand. Just sense what it feels like in your left hand. Now, step 2. Bring to mind a moment when you felt totally calm, completely serene, relaxed. Ah, could have been from last week, 20 years ago. It really doesn't matter. It's your imagination. Travel back in it and find a time when you were calm, peaceful, serene. The world was at ease. And so were you. Feel that calmness in your body. What does that feel like? Where does that register in your body? Notice it, those wonderful, peaceful, serene feelings. Notice it. And once you can get hold of those peaceful feelings, I'd like you to place them into your right hand. That's right, your right hand. Feel what it feels like. Now, step 3. As I mentioned before, here's where the magic happens. I want you to switch your focus from your left hand to your right hand. And what I mean by that is when you look down at your left hand, I want you to actually feel all those unwanted sensations. And when you look down at your right hand, I want you to feel all those wonderful, calm, peaceful, serene feelings. So let's do that. We'll start slowly at first. I want you to feel those negative sensations associated with your left hand. Go ahead, it's okay. Yeah, that's not a great feeling, but let yourself feel it. Now, shift to feel the desired sensations in your right hand. Yeah, those sensations, the ones that make you feel wonderful, peaceful, calm. Now, take your attention back to your left hand, those unproductive feelings. Feel what that feels like. Now, move your focus back over to your right hand and get a hold of those wonderful, calm, serene, peaceful feelings. And isn't it great that you can shift your focus from one to the other? Now, let's do it a little bit faster. Shift your focus to your left hand. And now to your right hand. Over to your left hand again. And to your right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Little faster now. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. And now that you've switched your focus from left to right and from right to left in a second or two, I want you to clasp your hands together. Now, I don't know how you do that. Either you put your palms together or you interlock your fingers. Really doesn't matter. Just do what it is that you do when you clasp your hands together. And holding them together, I want you to think about the original trigger again. The one that caused those unwanted feelings. And notice how your reaction has changed a bit. Those old, uncomfortable feelings have been replaced with calm and collected ones. Your brain has learned a new response, and soon it'll happen automatically. Now, you may need to repeat this exercise few times for it to really take hold. But the peaceful response you're building is totally worth the effort. And now, to cement those feelings of feeling even more calm and collected, let's do another little exercise. Okay, let's get comfortable. To begin, take a couple of nice, deep, relaxing breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And now again, breathe in and breathe out. And if you haven't already closed your eyes, please close them now. If you're in an environment that doesn't need your conscious attention, and if you are in an environment that needs your conscious attention, do this exercise when you have time to close your eyes. And with your eyes comfortably closed, as you listen to the sound of my voice, and feel the resting surface beneath you. Your body and your mind relax and unwind at your own pace. There's nothing you need to do now except continue to listen to the sound of my voice and give your body and your mind your permission to relax now. A part of your mind is diligently sorting all the material that we've learned in this exercise and making it available to you. Each of us have a part of our mind that is perfectly wide open to learn something new and useful, and is a superior state of mind for learning. And you can begin to use that part of your mind now to absorb a calming way of responding to old, out-of-date triggers. And when you're in a situation that requires a calm response, your mind will just shift gears as quickly as you were able to shift your focus from one hand to the other and absorb that information and have it available to you. And as you continue to listen now, you can use that part of your mind to reinforce the constructive ideas and thoughts that you've given yourself to achieve the feelings for yourself that you deserve, that you're entitled to. And it becomes exciting as you offer yourself these new patterns of thinking, feeling, responding, behaving, so that those other parts of your mind with these undesirable patterns can update itself and begin to recognize that they've served their purpose. And now you can use that energy in more constructive and valuable ways for yourself in your real life today. And the best news is, the very same things that used to trigger undesirable feelings begin now to trigger feelings of being calm and collected. And isn't it amazing how your mind can learn something new and useful quickly and have the switch happen automatically without you having to think about it? That's because the very same things that used to trigger unsettling feelings begin now to trigger feelings of calm and serenity, all because you've decided to learn something new and outgrow the old way and grow into a new way. You've always owned these calm and collected feelings, but until now, you haven't used them to reverse your reaction to unwanted sensations. It feels good to know the switch will be thrown for you, simply because you've done the work to outgrow the old way and grow into a new way. Just like a world-class athlete conditions his or her body to get phenomenal results, you too have reconditioned your mind to deliver the necessary peaceful feelings automatically, not only because you deserve it, but because you worked for it. You earned it. And no matter what those triggers are, your mind now knows to throw the switch automatically. Your mind is completely open to alternative, helpful ideas because your mind is a learning machine. And the most interesting thing is, it learns new routines and patterns without knowing how it learns, and learns them rapidly. And each time you listen to this recording or do this exercise on your own, you get more and more adept at outgrowing the old way and growing into a new way. And when you feel you've done enough work this time around, you can gently alert yourself and open your eyes and feel refreshed and relaxed now.